Welcome in. Thanks for joining us for the WHHI Daily News, where we strive to bring you more Lowcountry news more often. I'm Bob Stevens. It appears the seniority of Beaufort County State Legislative Delegation is beginning to pay off in the amount of earmarked state money headed our way. An examination of the state budget showed that more than $400 million was earmarked for pet projects across the state in this year's budget. $13.1 million of that for Beaufort County, the 9th most for any county in the state, while our state is the 10th largest county of the state's 46. Columbia, Greenville, Myrtle Beach, York County outside Charlotte, and Charleston County were the top 5 recipients. You would expect that, getting nearly half the earmarked money. The folks from Safe Harbor Marinas who are developing the waterfront in Port Royal now appear to be open to the idea of building homes rather than rental properties along Battery Creek, calming the waters between the developers, the citizens, and town leaders. The Dallas-based Safe Harbor folks told the Beaufort Gazette that they're talking to a number of residential developers but haven't settled yet on a favored way to go. The most recent development plan by Safe Harbor showed potentially 250 rental units, not home sites. A number of nonprofit organizations were stressed by the damages brought from Tropical Storm Debby a couple of weeks ago, and the Coastal Community Foundation is now accepting applications for grants from those nonprofits that provided disaster relief and recovery efforts in Colleton County. 501c3 organizations that are registered in Colleton County can receive grants of up to $5,000 from the CCF for their help in assisting disaster victims that are still recovering from the storm earlier this month. Law enforcement officials in Beaufort County still waiting on an autopsy report to explain what killed 33-year-old Stephanie Campbell of Beaufort, whose body was found on Langford Road in St. Helena Wednesday. The road connects Seaside Road to Highway 21 on the eastern end of St. Helena. If you've got any more information on Campbell, you're being asked to contact the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office. And multiple secondary nests of a dangerous yellow-legged hornet have been destroyed in Bluffton near Hilton Head Island by Clemson's Plant Industry Department. They're not any more harmful to people than any other kind of hornet, but they can be disastrous to honeybees in the area. They just eat the bees. Plant Industry Department officials are asking you to contact them if you find suspicious hornets' nests. Their inspectors, by the way, do have badges, Clemson-branded shirts, and safety vests if you see them nosing around your neighborhood. The first of these hornets was found last November. A queen was trapped in March. The hornets can build nests year-round that can be the home of as many as 6,000 hornets each. They are particularly devastating to managed and wild bees. For more details on these stories and other Lowcountry news, we invite you to visit the sources listed on your screen. Let's take a look at Lowcountry sports. Here's Justin Jarrett.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Loco on WHHI, powered by LocoSports.com. It's been a relatively quiet week as the fall sports season cranks up, but the John Paul II volleyball team has been busy in the early going, and the Golden Warriors have gotten out of the gate strong. After winning all 4 of their matches at a preseason tournament in Walterboro, the Golden Warriors opened the regular season by sweeping Veritas Academy twice. That all served as a tune-up for JPII's first big test of the season on Tuesday, when the Golden Warriors traveled to Hilton Head Prep and came away with a hard-fought 3-1 victory. The Dolphins came out strong and took the first set, but JPII rallied to win the next 3 games and remain undefeated on the young season. The Golden Warriors racked up 50 kills, with Camyrn Michael recording a team-high 12, along with 11 from Emma McCamey and 9 from Lily Termini, who led the team with 10 kills a night earlier against Veritas. JPII's football team will be back in action tonight, looking to bounce back from last week's 16-6 loss at Colleton Prep, when the Golden Warriors host Lawrence Manning Academy at 7 p.m. at Richard Gray Complex in Hardeeville. It's one of 2 games on the Loco slate tonight. Hilton Head High also opens its season at Stall at 7 p.m. We'll round up the scores and preview all the games on Friday night's slate tonight on the Loco Sports Lowdown, including Loco on Loco showdowns with Colleton County at Hampton County, Whale Branch at Bluffton, and Hilton Head Christian Academy at Battery Creek. Plus, we'll be live at 9:30 p.m. Friday for Loco Pigskin Live, bringing you live look-ins from around the Loco, along with highlights, post-game interviews, and much more. Be sure to join us on the Loco Media Network for in-depth coverage every Friday night this fall. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thanks, Justin. What's the weather going to look outside for those football games and the coming weekend? Here's the Low Country Crawl Spaces weather update with Maria Soden.
Thanks, Bob. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we're continuing to see more showers and thunderstorms rolling into our area throughout the rest of this week and going into next week. Also, we're going to see the temperatures starting to get back up into the mid and upper 80s. So taking a look at Fridays, we scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the day, but should be clearing up by the evening. Hilton Head's of a high 83, low of 71. Bluffton's of a high 84, low of 69. And Buford's of a high 84 and a low of 69. The sunrise for Friday is going to be at 6:53 and sunset's going to be at 7:57. Taking a look at the tides, low tide's going to be at 7:33 a.m. and high tide's going to be at 12:51 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week, a little bit into next week, Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be cloudy with scattered showers throughout the day, but should be clearing up by the evening. Highs are going to be in the mid-80s, lows in the mid-70s. And then come Monday, it's going to be cloudy with scattered showers later in the day and possibly into the evening. Highs will be in the upper 80s, lows in the mid-70s. That's it for your Low Country Crawl Spaces weather. Let's send it back to the desk.
Still to come, we're going to talk about activities coming up this weekend and into the next week as we get ready for Labor Day. We're also going to help you figure out where you're going to put your kids to do things for this fall with the folks at the Island Rec Center. But up next, we're going to talk with the folks at Second Helpings about how you can continue to help this final week of the summer season before we get into Labor Day. Stay with us.